What's up guys, and welcome back to this brand new video, and we're back for episode 3 of F1 2018 career mode. And today, as you can see, we're running around China. So yeah, so far it's been a good start to the season. As you can see, we're leading the Drivers' Championship over Valtteri Bottas by 6 points actually. So if you didn't, well, spoilers if you didn't know already, we won the last race at the Bahrain Grand Prix. But that was due to luck because of the safety cars and all. So yeah, the safety car really helped us out for actually 2 races in a row. So we got podiums for 2 races in a row. So, but as you can see, the practice programs, we pretty much nailed all of them. It was we got a perfect score, and yeah, we got 500 odd resource points. So
the fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. You really went all out in practice today. Are you testing new components?
Yep, so we're gonna do the interviews now, and so this one I decided to go for the 4th option because
it's the start of the season. How do you think things are going to go for you?
That's how I felt. That's what I felt at the moment. But now this, I think I went with the 4th option. No, I went with the 2nd one.
Appreciate your time.
And yeah, there was only 2 questions so far. Not very hard questions. We both increased our rep within the team and others. So Renault looks to be interested at us from what things look like. But as you can see, we're gonna purchase some upgrades, and we're gonna go for reliability this time. We're gonna go for this gearbox durability. So that would definitely help us out. And now jumping straight away into qualifying for the Chinese Grand Prix.
Heavy rain will pass in about 5 minutes. We'll then be working with light rain conditions.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're now in soak conditions, so the full wets are needed, and we're going wide just so we can get the best line possible, so that we can gain quite a bit of time. I think this is the second lap. The lap before we did was yeah, as you can see, 151 flat. So that's the rain conditions coming into play. It's not a representative lap in the dries, obviously. But as you can see, we're gaining quite a good amount of time, 2/10 on the second sector in the wet. And so far the lap's been pretty clean. I wasn't pushing all too much because, as you heard from Jeff just now, he said that the conditions are going to dry up in 5 minutes time. So eventually we're going to go out on a set of intermediates after we finish this lap. But so far this lap, yeah, again, it's just trying to get used to the conditions, get used to the car, see how it behaves in the wet.
2 laps of fuel remaining.
In practice 2, I think we got some wet running, so that kind of helped us out for this session. Got a feel of the session as well. So going deep into the hairpin, but trying to get the best exit as we can. And yeah, so far 7/10 up on our banker lap. Going into the final corner now, taking nice and easy, losing the back end slightly. But across the line we set a 152, puts us into P6 behind our teammate. Now, this is the intermediate run and the final run of the session. So we are going to just, well, I was debating whether to go out on another set of wets, but then I decided to go out on another set of intermediates. So well, this set of intermediates is actually a used set of intermediates. So because the reason for that is because it's gonna be raining for it's gonna be light rain conditions, intermediate conditions for the whole of the race. For the whole of the race, so I'm just saving a fresh set of intermediate tires for the race, just so because well, being China's known for its high tire wear. So yeah, I just thought I would just sacrifice qualifying for now and hopefully see if we can gain some pace. Well, normally the McLaren is better in the race, so yeah. See if we can do the goods in the race. But so far we are ahead of our teammate, so that's good. And we are now 2/10 up on our delta time. Only 2/10, so this lap is not a very representative one, I must say. That will be, I guess that will be the intermediate tires the used intermediate tires kicking in. So now around the final penultimate corner, actually, the hairpin. Now the final corner, a bit of lag, well, pixelating from our recording, but across the line, where does it put it?
It's a bit disappointing, but we just need to push hard in the race and we can still come away with something.
Yeah, 16th place. I wasn't really expecting much being on used intermediates, but Fernando, surprisingly, is best of the rest on the grid for tomorrow's race. So he'll be in a good position for the race tomorrow, because it's going to be intermediate conditions the whole race, as I mentioned. So yeah, that's going to help us out in the championship. I hope hopefully Fernando can keep it up there. Yeah, well, the reputation between myself and Fernando isn't that good, because, well, he's out-qualified us quite a few times, and but still is not a too bad qualifying, because, well, considering when on used tires, well, that will be why we lost time. But here's the race.
Ever since the Sauber of Felipe Massa passed Jenson Button into turn 1 at the very first Chinese Grand Prix in 2004, Shanghai has consistently provided close racing and extraordinary memories. It's where Lewis Hamilton effectively lost the title in his rookie year, and it's where Nico Rosberg claimed Mercedes' first win of the modern era in 2012. The ever-tightening turns 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here at Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvement in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about Khan. They're starting towards the back of the field today in a car that is fast, so they'll be disappointed, won't they?
It's not a nice feeling, I promise you. They've got a quick car underneath them, but they've got onto the grid today and they need a pair of binoculars to see the start lights. They'll be desperate for a good start to make up for some of that deficit.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Alonso, Sainz, Romain Grosjean and Perez, Ocon, Leclerc, Hartley and Lewis Hamilton, Stroll, Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo, Khan, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Kevin Magnussen and Marcus Ericsson. Sirotkin and Max Verstappen completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So quite a bit of a mixed up grid today, as you can see. Quite a lot of the top runners taking engine penalties, and I think not qualifying well, as well as us. So Fernando starting P3, so that's going to be great. Hopefully he can stay up there. And we just have to try to do the best race as we can. So
Right, let's get the car up to Toto on this.
we're starting P14, so I think we gained 2 positions. So that's at least that will help us out. That's 2 free positions that we don't have to overtake. But now heading straight for the start of this race now, lining up on the starting grid. Alright, here we go to 5 red lights for the Chinese Grand Prix. The lights go out and away we go for the Chinese Grand Prix. It's an okay start from us, but looks like we lost a bit of ground compared to Gasly, but we still send it down the inside of him. And now we're going down the inside of everyone here. And yep, that's we'll go down the inside of Hamilton as well. Around the outside, we hang it, and so far been a decent start, I must say. Now Ocon and Leclerc going side by side into the corner. We dive it down the inside of both of them, and Leclerc has actually tapped Ocon, and Ocon has lost out massively, unfortunately, due to that. So, but we capitalize on both of them fighting, and we just send it down the inside into the next corner. Now we're behind Perez, the other Force India. Can we hang it around the outside? No, we don't. We stay behind for now. So now the end of lap 1, we send it down the inside in the hairpin, kind of like a Daniel Ricciardo-esque move, but so far we are sticking behind Perez because he defends well into the hairpin, but we're getting very close to him at the final corner, and now in the toe of Perez. We're now up into P7 if you didn't notice, so that's a very good start to the race for us. And we're going down the inside. Perez goes wide into turn 1 and 2, so we just go clean down his inside and overtake him for P6. So hopefully we can catch up to the pack ahead in the form of, I think, it's Grosjean. I was about to say Nico Hulkenberg, but never mind, it's Grosjean. And look at that, we're going down the inside of Grosjean into that corner, but nothing going through there because Grosjean, again, defending very well. But we're going round the outside of the corner where Max Verstappen tried it on Hamilton in real life Grand Prix, but we somehow managed to do it round the outside, and that's a clean move up into P5. Now next up is, I think, our teammate. Yeah, it is our teammate sliding a bit through the corner.
Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Alright, so lap 4, we got a safety car. So now Jeff is recommending us a new strategy option, and we're gonna go for that because
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
yeah, because
We're not certain which is the best tyre right now. Dries or inters.
Jeff, do you mind me talking? Right, as I was saying, we're coming in because we are going to trust Jeff's call, because, well, this will be the fresh set of, hopefully they'll put on the fresh set of intermediates we have spared from qualifying, and hopefully we're going to have better tire wear, because the tire wear is pretty high, I must say, on this stint, only on 4 laps, as well as we get held up in the pits by, I think that's Sainz? Yeah, I think it's Sainz. But
Right, we have 2 stops left in this strategy. We have 2 stops planned.
yeah, 2 stops left, as Jeff said. But those 2 sets of tires are gonna be for used intermediate. So we're gonna have to be very careful on our tires, basically, because the tire wear is gonna be pretty high, I must say, especially around China. It is around China because China, well, it's known for its high tire wear, this circuit. So, but yeah, as you can see, we're just coasting around, trying to not burn up the tires as quickly as they would, because or else we're gonna face some issues in the race as well. So we have Vettel behind us. So Vettel has I think he started from the back of the grid as well. So he's gone to a okay start, I guess. But now coming to the end of the safety car now, as you can see, and we're right behind the form of Nico Hulkenberg, or is that Sainz? But it's green flag racing now, and now
Seconds.
we are now behind Sainz. Yep, that is Sainz. So can we make a move on him? Hopefully, possibly. And look at that, he's going wide, he's taking the racing line, so we slip one down the inside of him, like we've done countless amount of times on other guys. And now we have Verstappen ahead of us. So can we make a move on him soon, I wonder. But let's see. Heading into the next corner, we dive one down the inside of Max. And hopefully he doesn't put up much of a fight. Yeah, he doesn't. Well, we kind of pushed him off in a way, but yeah, we did leave a bit of space, so I guess that's fair. But now Ericsson is the next car. We're going round the outside of this corner, which we tried to do on Perez last time out, but now we've successfully done it on Ericsson. So now we're back up into P7, and now this is a replay between my teammate and Hamilton. So Alonso now is going round the outside of Lewis, down the inside of Lewis, I should say. Hamilton's trying to go round the outside, and they're going side by side for the whole of the first corner, and now into the next one. They're still going side by side. Alonso has the inside line. Can he make the move stick this time? No, he doesn't. Hamilton is still there. And into the right left-hander, swooping left-hander. Hamilton goes wide, and Alonso just goes clean past down his inside. But Hamilton's not over yet. Hamilton's still going down the inside, and he's not giving up this fight. But eventually, Alonso just squeezes him out, and well, Alonso pretty much defends the position from Hamilton. So that's a great battle between those two. But now we're having a battle of our own here. But it's actually between Hartley and Magnussen, going side by side through the final corner now. And but Hartley decides to back out of it, and now we're literally touching the rear wing of Hartley. We're going round the outside of the Toro Rosso. We switch back into the inside. Can we do a similar move like we've done all race long? Yes, we can. Down the inside of Hartley. Can we get Magnussen as well? No, we decided to back out that, or else that could have been a nasty crash. So we stay behind for now, bide our time on Magnussen, because we know we got the freshest tires compared to him. So can we make a move into the next corner? Yes, we do. Down the inside, and Magnussen just leaves us the room. And yeah, Magnussen, I guess he knew we were coming, so I think it's just kind of let us by in a way. But lap 9 now, Alonso, our teammate now, going a bit slowly on his very worn intermediate tires now. And now we're going round the outside of him. And Alonso giving us a tight squeeze, so even though we're teammates, we're still fighting very hard. But going round the outside, we have to. And now Alonso goes deep into turn 2. We go down the inside. Very nice move. Switchback move on our teammate. And that's us up into P6, I assume. So lap 12 now. Hamilton has decided to come in for his stop. We continue on. So I think we're going to go all the way to lap 15. And put on another set of intermediates, used intermediates, and bring it to the end. Hopefully. Oh, as you can see, sliding about there at the corner, and that was a bit getting a bit wayward. So that was a bit scary myself when I saw it.
MFD for a new strategy option.
And here you go. There's Jeff requesting, well, not requesting, suggesting a change of strategy, and we are going to box this lap on lap 15. So into the pits now we go. Oh, and getting very out of shape, nearly smashing into the barriers there, but luckily we managed to keep it out of the barriers. Well, we did touch the barriers, but well, we managed to stay out of the, well, prevent our car from getting damaged. Yeah, that's the words. But now we're coming out of the pits. Where will we come out? Just behind Magnussen, actually. So Magnussen, yeah, he goes wide again, and we do another carbon copy move on a lot of our overtakes. And yeah, we are now, well, we stay positioned. We keep we didn't change position pretty much after our pit stop. So now in P2 of this race, but can we keep P2? As you can see, Hamilton now is going for the move now, round the outside of the hairpin. We brake late, and Hamilton eventually has to give back the position to us as we squeeze him out pretty nicely. And here you can see that's Vettel now going down our inside. Clean move by Vettel, but in the end I decided to let him go at the first corner because I don't want to be fighting Vettel too much because this might cost us time to Hamilton, because he's just pitted again, I think, for another set of intermediates, and now we are at the last lap of the race actually. So can we hold on to this podium position? It would be great if we can. And as you can see, yeah, look at that, Hamilton, because we are on very worn tires, about 80% on the rear tires, we're having to go very slowly on the corners because, and as you can see, Hamilton and Raikkonen are not too far behind us, and in the end it could be Raikkonen that ended up winning this race. But look at that, Hamilton, he's now pulling into the slipstream, tucks it out of the slipstream now, going round the outside of us. Will we be able to defend him into the penultimate corner, I should say? And we go clean down the inside, but we squeeze him out for good measure. And look at that, we are now coming around the final corner to greet the checkered flag now. Look at that, 86% on the rears, but it doesn't matter now. We come home to win, well, not win, to claim another podium in this McLaren 2018, F1 2018 career mode.
Well, keeping their tyre temperatures up in the tricky wet conditions was really important. There's not much grip out there at the best of times, and it's 10 times worse if you're out there on cold tyres. So the way they kept the rubber in its proper operating window was a huge advantage today.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Valtteri Bottas takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Max Verstappen, hasn't it? Very clean, very smooth. He can be really pleased with that one.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today, as they make their way up the standings. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
What a race we have just witnessed once again. Again, the safety car has played into our favor. And we are now once again on the podium in the first season of the McLaren career mode. I was quite disappointed I didn't get driver of the day, but hey-ho. Well, I guess Max Verstappen done a better job, to be honest. But in the end, we got a podium, and yeah, that's a pretty good result in my opinion, considering where we started. And look at Alonso, he just finished at P9 from starting P3. So we practically swapped positions in a way, me and Fernando. So, but well, there's nothing much else to say. But if you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more F1 2018 content, as well as other racing games content. But until my next video, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.